Hello everyone and welcome back to MDG Media. We're at the Disc Golf Pro Tour Konopiście Open. It's the 2025 season kicking off. Over here in Europe, we got round 2, front 9, FPO lead card coverage. Andrew Gum.
Maxime with you, man.
Boss man.
Late in the night, but we are here commenting on some FPO action.
So nice to be back in the booth with you. Had some great times over
there.
Yeah,
it's been a long time, bro. It's a pleasure.
Right where we belong here, watching good disc golf with all of you out there. So happy to have you supporting MDG and disc golf, growing this thing worldwide.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I don't know exactly what happened into the FPO second round. I'm pretty happy about it. So we can start. Rachel Turton in the lead. I think she took an 8 down yesterday on the first round, opening round of the tournament. Pretty solid.
Yeah, she played well, got off to a good start. We have Nikol Mikulástík. This is such a cool story. Local hero, 16 years old, qualified from the amateur event. Now we get to see her playing with her heroes, such as...
Yeah, Kristin, Lätt, bro. This must be stressful for the young girl, let's say. Or maybe not. I can't know, but playing with your idol is something different.
Well, she earned her spot here on the lead card. Shot an incredible 6 down yesterday. We also have Kaidi Allsalu, also from Estonia, sponsored by Prodigy. And yeah, she knows how to win as well. We've seen her take down some titles in the past.
And so let's head to the first hole, bro.
First hole in this picturesque grounds here of Konopiště Castle, Franz Ferdinand's residence. And it's such a fun way to get your round started. It's downhill, 122 meters, plays like quite a bit less than that. You don't really see the elevation here on camera. OB line on the left side and behind, pretty thick rough on the right. And it can be maybe a little nervy shot when you're up there if the wind's picked up, but definitely a birdie you'd like to get.
Yeah, definitely. Downhill hole plays more like a 90 meters shot, and if you are going OB, you will go to the drop zone.
So this was kind of some tense energy before tee off here.
That means the lead card of the FPO division is ready to tee off. First on the tee, the current leader after day 1, sponsored by Prodigy Disc and representing Great Britain, please give a warm welcome to Miss Rachel Turton.
Yeah, Rachel won this tournament 2 years ago, the last time it was played. She took a real nice first step in trying to defend that title with a solid 8 down. Just had one hole that tripped her up. Hole 5 took a double bogey, otherwise 10 birdies. Smooth forehand.
Yeah, this is the safe play to me. If you don't go too wide, this is a good shot to open your round. Just outside the circle, slightly downhill putt coming.
Representing Czech Republic, she is your Konopiště Amateur Open FA1 Division winner. Please give it up for Nikol Mikuláštík.
Yeah, super nice person. She volunteered to help set up the course all week, worked really hard, 850 rated, shot a 960 something yesterday. I mean, what a fairy tale story here. Okay, feeling the nerves, grip locks it into the trees, but I mean, what do you expect here? That's a nervy situation to be in, getting introduced in front of the home crowd.
Third on the tee, representing latitude 64 and her country of Estonia. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Kristin Lätt.
She really needs no introduction in the sport anymore. She's done it all.
Bro, this lady has got the heart of every disc golf player for sure.
Yeah, she's a superhero, and she's laying down a real smooth backhand drive here. That's what you want to do, just land it a little bit short. Maybe you could have used a little more distance, but that's just outside the circle.
And rounding up our FPO lead card, sponsored by Prodigy Disc and representing Estonia, please give it up for Kaidi Allsalu.
Yeah, Kaidi also with the 5 down. Silva Saarinen also had a 5, but she'll be on the top of the chase card. Swinging it wide, if it can stay clear and fade hard, but not quite in time.
Yeah, a bit too much safe for Kaidi on this opening shot. But yeah, you can try to get aggressive and park the hole, but it's as going OB sends you to the drop zone. A lot of players make the mistake to go too wide, at least for the righties. And
Yeah.
now,
Yeah, Nikol showed some athleticism there and getting into a good stance and able to punch out. Now, the view from this green is something just unbelievable as we see Kaidi's upshot come just a little bit short. Yeah, you're looking up at so many gorgeous trees, and you get to see the castle there in the background. The Renaissance Gothic castle restored by Franz Ferdinand. I mean, the history in this place is remarkable, and not just the history, but this event has a lot of history. Been some amazing moments here on this property. Kristin comes up a little bit short on her birdie attempt. Rachel, yeah, not giving it enough, but there is OB back there, and it's early in the round. But you can see she's a little bit tense.
nice.
Yeah. Good putt to get in there. Getting the par. A little low left, not the most confident, but it counts. That's a good feeling. Get that first putt in from a little bit of distance. So pars for everybody except for Nikol. And I think she's happy with a bogey after the shank like that. You know, able to get it out of there and then get up and
Exactly.
down.
She was in the middle of the woods. Bogey's not too bad.
Yeah, 2 really good shots after the grip lock there.
And feeling the nerves, obviously. Heading to hole 2, first par 4.
Yep, this is way uphill. You don't quite see it on camera. So 131 meters, plays much more than that. First shot, you want to just get it past these trees and somewhere in the fairway. FPO basket isn't so demanding. This is really a birdie they'd like to get, averaging 4.09. There's some OB way back there behind, doesn't come into play too often. Here you see the basket.
Yeah, the first gap is quite tight, I'd say. I think the ladies don't really need to go as left as we need in the MPO field, so they can go straight and then attack the basket with another straight shot.
Yeah, we've seen Kristin on that right side, giving her the forehand up shot.
And this looks pretty decent from Rachel.
Yeah, right in the
Middle of
middle.
the fairway. I don't know if it's too short.
No, that's all you need. It's not so long for the FPO layout. You just really want to kind of get past these
Oops.
trees. That one's a little overturned. That's going to put her in a pretty tight spot over there, under some branches. She'll have to get crafty to get up and down. Be very difficult. Straight down.
Our main editor, Duge, and I won't call him the main editor, but one of the main guys is a real fan of Kaidi. He's always cheering up for her. It's really cool.
There you see the form, very smooth. She can absolutely crush. This was really impressive to watch her throw today.
And she's going for it. She looks like going for every shot, being committed. And we've just seen 5 shots maybe now.
Yeah, she had a couple good ones on hole 1 after that. That was a pretty good one too. She got some serious skills. Playing way above her rating lately. Took down that AM event. That was her first big win. Here we get a good look at this backhand swing. Pretty explosive, but smooth.
In a very slow run-up.
Yeah, very deliberate footwork.
I like it.
She got really lucky to sneak through the trees there. That was a little bit right. She's always smiling. She was the one initiating all the good luck, good wishes on a fist bump on the card in the beginning. She's really soaking up this experience. It's great to see.
And even off the course, she's smiling, saying hello, always happy, it seems like.
Yeah, very friendly and polite. Enthusiastic disc golf community member.
Player for sure. A bit early for Rachel, probably outside the circle. Still a birdie putt coming. I like this angle. Good approach from Kaidi. Who was this? Kristin from somewhere? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it must be.
Good bit, good height, slightly left.
Yeah.
Slow start for our card. Chilling.
Yep. No birdies yet.
Oh.
Oh, that was the first chance at a birdie. Just a little low. Well, I guess Rachel had a chance too. Here she is with the comebacker.
This little guy was spotting on hole 8 on the first day. He was so cool. Just chilling. He was in his chair, set up, scrolling on TikTok or checking some shows, whatever. It was pretty cool.
The kids really love disc golf around here. It's nice to see.
I love the entire crew working on the course. Hole 3 now, par 5.
Yeah, this is a 282-meter, steeply sloped hillside right to left. You got to get under this branch we're flying right now. Then you want to try to turn around this corner if you can. Roller plays really nice off the tee. Here, if you can move a little bit right after the first part, then that'll put you in a better position to beat this big spruce tree here that once you get around it and turn hard left, the basket is down there on a steep slope. OB behind, so you got to be a little careful not to overdo it on your approach or run any of those dangerous putts. 5.88 average. So
it's not easy. The first drive is the most important shot, I'd say. I'm not sure if the ladies are going for the roller, but the slope from right to left is quite dangerous. If you're rolling, it's quite a skill. Good shot.
Not too bad. A little bit right side. She might be kind of pinched, but far enough back from the trees to make something work.
If you're not looking for crazy distance, I guess the forehand is the best option on this one. You don't have to control the fade. Just leave it do the job and crash into the hill.
Yeah, that one got up and almost rolled away, but it curled up. She's fine.
Oh, where is this?
A little bit high. Gets through those branches. Fades out a little bit. Not really ideal, but still workable from there. Pretty decent angle, really, to get a second shot with some distance.
On Thursday, Silva was still practicing late evening, and I just noticed this last approach. This hyzer shot they need to do to reach the basket. It looked super hard.
It's pretty steep angle, yeah. Yeah, you have to move from right to left really quickly.
Exactly.
And it's downhill, so it's not as easy. You know, okay, it's a shorter hole than the MPO layout, but yeah, maybe the basket position is in a way kind of more tricky.
It's tricky.
Trickier on the final
tricky.
approach, for sure.
Definitely tricky. I was happy not to play it.
Yeah. It did average as the hardest hole on the course for the FPO division. Yeah. 5.68. Oh. Yeah.
Are you okay? Checking some stats. And patent pending like for Nikol and catching some early branch tree on the right side, unfortunately, for the young lady. This looks decent.
Yeah. Second one's there underneath that big oak tree. Branches are high enough on that tree that you can make that shot work.
Oh, she went through the branches, sorry. You didn't see that. If she can avoid that tree, beautiful.
She's got some great distance.
Great.
And that kid loves it.
So she needs to go high, I guess. Okay. Looks good. Maybe deep. Slightly deep. Very nice shot.
Yeah, she'll have a look.
And then hard to reach the basket. If you're short, it's a downhill putt. Very scary. It's a really hard hole.
Yeah, we saw Kristin take a double bogey here yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rolling everywhere?
She was putting for birdie. She gave it a run and it rolled OB.
Oh.
Yeah, and then missed the comebacker.
Rough.
It can get out of hand, yeah. She's looking for redemption today. Nice smooth swing here with the hyzer touch.
She will want to. Oh,
Look at
this
that
is beautiful.
skip and rolling curls up right on the bullseye ring.
Should be better than yesterday.
Yeah, I'd say redemption secured.
And she's going for it.
I like this. I mean, yeah, you know, you could criticize it, but she just wants to have fun and gain experience here.
We
She's
won't
got her,
criticize this. Huh? It's good to be aggressive. You learn from it.
Absolutely. She's having fun out there.
While age is going, we get to think too much. We are scared about comebackers. It's not good.
Don't do it, people. Be fearless.
Exactly. Go for it. You will learn.
Gotta believe to achieve.
And in the end, the more putts you miss, the more putts you do, so the more you learn.
Yeah.
Stupid theory.
Pretty solid start, though, for her.
But we want a birdie now.
Yeah.
Kristin is there for that.
Yeah.
The first green box of the round, at least in the group.
It was a beautiful day for disc golf, nice and sunny. You know, comfortable conditions.
A bit more windy than the practice days.
Yeah.
So it was a bit weird. We needed to adapt our game plan slightly, let's say.
It was gusty, yeah, especially in this part of the course. Like, say, holes like 3 through 7 felt like they were more exposed, catching some of those drafts.
And some cool crowd following the lead card.
Yeah, it was really growing the gallery. Look at this beautiful drone shot of the castle, the lake behind. And we see it's already tightening up on top.
So slow start for Silva.
Oh, that's nice.
And on 2-hole 4, 91 meters, par 3.
Yeah, pretty far uphill on this one. Plays a little bit more like 100, I would say. And there's quite a few trees to miss. They're pretty grabby. It's a straight line, so you really should be able to get it up there. But sometimes these right side trees come into play and knock you down. And that bush is pretty thick on the left. You don't really want to be in there either. But it's quite scoreable, 2.79 average. So plenty of birdies had.
We are going a bit too far.
That's the
This
MPO
is the
basket.
MPO basket, but we went through the FPO one. So I'd say the forehand, if you have the distance, is the best option to fight the slope from right to left again.
This is,
And you were talking about the trees. It's better to crash into those than the first ones on the left.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, she'll potentially have a chance from C2 there, but not prime position. That's overcooked.
This is the mistake you want to avoid. But going for the flex shot forehand is probably the best option to open the angle on the right side at first and then crash into that hill.
Look at this laser.
Thank you. Beautiful shot from Kaidi.
Clean. Yeah, well-deserved applause and fist
And the
pump
green
there.
loves it.
And the crowd loved it too. They were really happy with that shot. And what's not to like? Nikol trying a little too hard there on that one. A little too much angle.
I feel like she likes to release those discs and hyzer with maybe more overstable discs. It's
She's
a
got
theory.
power. She's got some.
Yeah, exactly,
we're
but a
gonna-
bit too much on this one.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it 2-3 times since the start of the round.
Here she is in a bit of a tough spot. Does
But-
pretty well.
Easy peasy.
Kristin from deep here, about 16 meters. Kind of a low ceiling.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Second birdie in a row, 7 down.
This is more like the Kristin we're used to seeing. Yesterday she was quite a bit off her game. Not really feeling too comfortable. Mind was perhaps elsewhere, or, you know, she's just, out of the bucket.
And we are now tied on top. Rachel is going to take a bogey to go 7 down. And Kaidi is also getting closer. It's getting tight.
Just like that, we have a tie. Rachel's going to take a bogey here, unfortunately. That putt didn't look too bad. It kind of bounced out of the cage. But that's going to bring her down to 7, and Kristin's birdie, that's a 2-stroke swing right there. Tie at the top.
Still a lot of holes to play, but let's talk about hole 5.
Hole 5 is so beautiful. Look at this. Such lush greenery. How many different trees do you see on this one flyover?
Bro, I know you're in love with all those type of trees. I started to know you, bro. It's perfect. So 2 options here. Big turnover right side or straight shot. You have that OB on the left. What do you think?
Yeah, there's the OB on the left, which is scary, but I feel like the green access is maybe a little better here on the left side. So you kind of trade off for that. And if you go on the right side, you know, you're looking maybe more down at the basket, but it's pretty tight coming in. There is that log to catch your approach, but I guess you can kind of just pick which way you want. There's, you know, risk reward on each side. It's a great disc golf hole. This is brilliant design. I mean, this is disc golf at its finest, really. You tee off downhill. You can pick your side. There's basically any shot you want is possible. You can pretty much do it all.
And so the bar is the same for ladies and men?
Yeah, this is a tough one for the FPO field. I believe it's the second hardest. Let me confirm that quickly. Yes, this is the second hardest.
And be part of the Senegal project. Pretty cool. Guys, help us. We are going to Senegal in January.
That's such a cool project.
Yeah.
Please help support that if you're able to out there. We really appreciate that support.
That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for this project to be born.
So there's this play with the forehand where you can move it to the right. We've seen some really big forehands from the MPO going on the left side and getting like way down there.
Bro, it's crazy. Rasmus Salkoripi, forehand. Also on hole 3. Crazy power.
Yeah.
I would break my elbow if I was doing that. But let's get back to the ladies. Rachel opting for the right side.
This is a hole that gave her a lot of trouble yesterday. There she's going to be probably about 70 meters out still.
It's very uphill early, I'd say, on the right side.
Yeah.
But after that you have that flat top. If you go straight, it's going to be flat at the start, but the second or the third shot will be very uphill.
Yeah, Nikol going up down that right side, but ends up over on the left side. So
good power.
Yeah, she's got great power. Very good form.
I'm impressed.
Very good speed.
Lots of power with that slow run-up is very, I won't say tricky, but very cool. Lots of control. And Kaidi with a good second shot also.
Yeah, so there haven't been any birdies on this hole yet today for the FPO. We'll see if Kristin can get herself into position to do that. It's turned a little bit much. And probably not going to be a birdie there either.
Bro, it's hard.
It's a tough hole. I think par is a good score on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, there are 10 holes with shorter baskets and 2 with that guy's been staring down the camera all day. I love it. But that's what two holes have different par. They're par 5s instead of 4s, and 10 holes are shorter, either basket or tee pad for the FPO this year. So we've seen some significant changes to the layout to encourage more scoring on the FPO side, and seems to be doing the trick. But this one's tough. Not gonna lie. If you get this one, you really earned that birdie.
I love her way to commit to the shots, bro. It's very nice.
Yeah,
it's a miss. It's not the best shot, but she's committed. I like it. And forehand, backhand, going for the putts.
She's got the skills.
She's not too scared. And she could be with Kristin and those players around her.
Oh, yeah, she's still developing, for sure. But she's got a great personality and a great skills already. The future is very bright, and we got to see her fellow compatriot and friend, fellow teenager, yesterday on the card. And, yeah, nice to showcase the local talent when you get to play an event like this at this level. This is a life-changing experience for these ladies. I know you've been playing disc golf for a long time. Did you ever get a chance like that to play with some of your idols when you were a young man?
Some US players in Yarva back in the days. I was so impressed. I have that picture on Facebook with Paul Uliberry and Eric McCabe, I was so scared of going to them and just ask for a signature. And then you're just playing with them and you're so scared. And that's why I'm so impressed. She's
Yeah.
going for it. You know, you can fall into the I play conservative. I don't know if it's the right word.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
just a
totally.
bit scared of doing crazy stuff, but you need to do it. This is
Yeah.
the best advice I would give to anybody.
Perfect chance to showcase
You don't have
yourself
to
and your
lose
talent.
anything.
Nah, just have fun. It's disc golf. Just enjoy it. Yeah, hole 6, par 3, downhill, 115. OB left side. Got this one guardian tree, really. Otherwise, it's pretty wide open. Averaging 3.03, so definitely one you can birdie if you got the power. And it's a fun hole to throw. This is the part of the course that feels maybe the most wind. Today it seems like there was coming a little bit left to right. Not sure if it's going to affect the drives that much, but Kristin opting for that power forehand. We've seen this shot so many times. She's, I'd say, the best in the world at that.
She
Consistency,
is,
you know.
I don't know, bro. She's the best. That's for sure.
Yeah,
At a lot of stuff.
Yeah, first player ever to reach that 1,000 rating mark, turning in those rounds, you know, day in, day out. Super inspirational.
And the way she thinks is the best. The interviews, we were talking about it before the commenting here. Just she was asking questions to you before you were going to ask her questions at the interview. I think it's the best.
Yeah, very empathetic person, very kind, very good role model for the and ambassador for the sport. Absolutely. There we see Nikol just a little bit off on the left side. She'll have a circle 2 putt, pretty deep, but it's the right place to be to give it a run. There's nothing really too dangerous that can happen from that spot. If you're up a little higher, maybe it's kind of scary with the slope downward. You can end up with a long comebacker, as we see Rachel skip it right inside the circle. She's also got a great forehand, for sure. And backhand. I mean, she's a well-rounded player all around. We saw her yesterday shoot the hot round, of course.
Definitely.
Also, really super great ambassador and brilliant interview as well. These are two, you know, really good people to look up to.
I feel like the entire FPO field is so kind. You can talk to any girl. They are going to talk, to answer the questions, to smile. I love it. And that's why I love to comment on FPO. Actually, you know, it's a bit more chill. Sometimes there is a bit more tension in the MPO cards. Let's
All
say.
that testosterone,
Ego.
competitive energy. But it's exciting over on this side too. There's some battles, you know, we've seen over the years. You know, Kristin and Silva have been putting them on lately. So
Silva and Kristin is going to be something within the next few months, years. I'm pretty sure about it.
yeah, and as the two majors swinging through Europe, it's going to be pretty exciting to see how that plays out. Of course, we're speaking about the World Championships first time.
I sort of like proved to myself that I still got it. Whatever is meant to happen with me will happen. And what I want wants me even more. So I just have to be open to receive it.
Wow, right on cue. There we are talking about that inspirational speeches, and we have a commercial for it.
And they are using it.
Hole 7, par 3, 82 meters, way uphill. It almost looks like it's downhill on this flyover, but it's way uphill. And yeah, I would say more like 100. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd say you're right.
For FPO.
Something like 100 meters.
2.94. Pretty open fairway. I mean, of course, you can end up, you know, trying to throw it too hard and end up right or left, but really there's plenty of space to work it up the middle here. It's not, just like most of the holes on this course, it's quite open. The gaps aren't crazy tight or anything.
You need to hit your line. There is no major dangers on this one. No B line. Just go straight.
Look at that.
And this is
straight.
beautiful. Definitely reachable for the FPO field.
Right to the pin.
Great shot from Kristin to go 3 down.
Just on a rope. See if Kaidi can follow that line. It's a little higher. Fades out, but still inside the circle.
Yeah, she has a chance to go under the par. And now Nikol needs a birdie.
Yep. Perfect chance to display that power. There you see it.
And this is looking good.
Yeah.
Here is your chance.
There
Just
you
outside
go.
bullseye.
There, she can just taste that first birdie.
Same for Rachel. She needs it. Find the birdie train. And here
There you
she
go.
is.
That's exactly what she needed. Shake off those bogeys, get the birdie train rolling, get back in that groove where she was yesterday. She made it look easy yesterday. She was just kind of marching along in her element. Birdie after birdie through the midsection of the course. Kaidi's putt hits the band just a little high. The round's not really going the way she was hoping either. Nobody on the card's really shredding it. As we see the nerves starting to come into play here for Nikol. Just sailed that one wide right. What's that feeling like when you're getting putting nerves? Like when you know the camera's watching. You know it's like just something's not feeling right. It's like a.
The worst thing is the sweaty hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get it. I'm the worst putter on tour. I'm pretty sure about that. And I get nervous, so sweaty hands, and you feel like the disc is sticking, gluing to your hand. So
yeah,
scary.
Yeah, and it's hard to get it releasing clean and getting that kind of wrist pop like you can do all day long in practice, right? And you just seem like you can't function. How annoying.
It's the worst. And then you go and practice and everything is working. It's the worst. Hole 8, 90 meters. New island hole. What do you think about this one and the change?
I like this one a lot. I mean, I feel like for me, this is one I can attack, and it's kind of funny to see the pros struggle with it because for me, it's like pretty high percentage birdie play. You know, it's like I can go up the middle with a straight mid-range, or I can go and flex it around the left side with the fairway driver, backhands. I see a lot of pros doing it with the forehand, and it's, you know, there's a lot of trees there to beat at the end of it.
I love the flex shot backhand on this one.
Yeah,
and I would love somebody to have the guts to go straight at it. But it's tight.
Silva does. Silva hits it every time.
Silva is, Silva is...
She's a gap hitter.
Voila. I don't have words.
She's a master.
It doesn't surprise me.
Angles. As we saw, Kristin got a little bit of unfortunate ground play there. It hit a stick, and the ground was a little muddy right in that spot.
Yeah, but fortunately,
stayed in bounds.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll still have a chance to get the birdie, but it's going to
This
take a
is
long
better.
putt. Look at this. Woo! This is the craziest thing I've ever seen on the...
Stuck under the koozie.
Yeah, this is funny. I mean, what are the chances? It's a elevated basket, so there's two
Two
pole
koozies.
wraps. Yeah, two koozies stacked up, and they still don't reach the bottom, and the disc just fits right in there. It's wedged underneath, stamp up.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that was a magic moment there. Rachel took a picture for her social media. This is this way overturned, yeah.
Oh.
So I think at this point of the round, Nikol is starting to feel the nerves a little bit. She was, I think it's kind of sinking in what's happening here, and she's having a little bit of a hard time keeping the composure, maybe forgetting to breathe a little bit, maybe being slightly overwhelmed with the moment that she's in.
But there is also a crowd. There's a lot of things that can trouble her.
Oh, it's totally to be expected as well. I mean, she's an 850 rated player who's never been in. She's rose to the occasion and done incredible things already just to even be in this place. Shows some discipline there from the drop zone and lays it up.
Don't hit the disc.
Don't ruin it. So beautiful. Okay,
Imagine Rachel ready to do the picture. No. Okay, yeah. Good layup. Wise choice from Kaidi with the OB behind. And a good par, solid.
3 down's a good score for Kristin. I mean, I'm sure she wants to do a little better than that, but no bogeys this time, and starting to feel it. Kaidi's at par. Rachel just +1 now. There we see it. Pretty unlikely lie there. Interesting result. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody's seen that. That was quite remarkable. Hole 9 is a really beautiful par 5 for the FPO. 288 meters, way downhill. just what a fun hole to play and to watch people just rip a disc.
I'd say best word to describe this hole is satisfying.
Yeah.
You can look at your disc fly forever. It's a real pleasure.
Yeah, this is the place where I think I've thrown a disc the furthest. A couple years ago, I had a lightweight D1 and I just ripped it, and I was like, just got down there for the birdie.
You can spend an entire afternoon there. Just throw at the basket, go back up there, and then throw again.
Yeah.
Chilling.
It is totally satisfying, and here you see it. There's a little bit of an OB trap there on the left with the woods, but if the wind's down, it shouldn't come into play too much. And yeah, just, you know, watch your disc fly down the hill.
Rip it.
There's some little bit OB behind the basket.
This is the only danger, probably. Control your last approach
Yeah, don't overdo
to
it.
the pin. It's very skippy, dry green, so... And
Look
this
at
is a great shot.
That's huge.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. What a great shot there.
I'm wondering if Evelina, the biggest thrower, would be able to reach the basket to go for an eagle.
As a par 5, I think most FPO players can do it.
Even Kristin, I'm pretty sure she could reach it.
Yeah.
Look at that bomb. Ooh, maybe a bit too much left. But great, she's into that second
Yeah.
part of the fairway.
Plenty of distance. Tee pad's heavily sanded. Was a little bit slick. Work back.
Go, go, go. Very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit shorter than Rachel and Kristin, but still a very nice shot.
So
And
Nikol,
Nikol.
yeah, she's struggling a little bit. She's going to want to air one out.
Come on.
Look at that.
Great rip, come on. Beautiful.
Smashes it. The crowd just went nuts when they saw this, and she took a deep breath and got a hug from her caddy, and we just knew everything was going to be okay at this point.
Smoked.
Yeah.
It's quite stable. Yeah, I have the 500 and 400 plastic. It's a 400.
Prodigy player discussing Prodigy plastic. Okay, we understand.
Arm friendly. You can throw it right away.
Snack time, chat time.
That's perfect. But
Yeah,
not
it's
so-
time for you guys to understand how to throw some Prodigy discs.
Good camaraderie on the card, though, all
Exactly.
around, for sure. This was great vibes all day long. I was lucky enough to follow along.
Uh-oh.
That's overturned, unfortunately. Heading right for that Copper Beach.
And did you see this beautiful tree, Andrew?
Yes, I love you, trees. So Rachel,
Come on, get back.
she's heading right for that hanging birch. And she kind of gets stuck up in there. She's mostly on the outside of it.
Still okay. I hope Nikol is going to be aggressive on the second shot and succeed.
Your wish is her command.
Come on.
Promise you, you're in for a treat here. Look at the move she
Oh,
busts on
yeah.
this. And she is...
And the crowd is gonna love it for
They-
sure.
They're going crazy at this point. They are so stoked.
Yeah.
Look at her. Circle 1 for eagle. 16 years old, playing with some of the best players of all time here. Well, you know, arguably the best player of all time
Loving
in the
it.
FPO division. And she just showed her how to get in eagle position. She feels at home here. We had the MDG pre-event interview, you know, and she
Oh,
was
that's
eager.
right.
Yeah,
You
she was
had
eager
her.
to get on there. She, you know, like I thought this is such a cool storyline to just have this local, you know, girl who's been working so hard with the volunteering and, you know, qualified from the AM. And she just said, like, you know, I feel at home here, and like I just want to have fun and enjoy this experience. And of course, I'm going to be nervous, but that's part of the game, right? That's how you learn. So
Exactly.
She's totally aware of what this means, and now she's just getting to show off.
Let's hope she's able to make the putt now.
Okay, let's keep an eye on this one. There's like a branch in her backswing, so she tries to overpower it a little bit, and it pushes long.
Whoa.
But the spotter won't call it. It's right on the line. And we'll have an interesting discussion here shortly. As we see Kristin pitch up, she was pretty obstructed, a little bit out of position on the right side. Kaidi, circle 2. Good bid, hits the band. Here we are, eagle putt. Unable to connect, unfortunately. But what a couple of rips to get in that spot. Showing the other ladies how it's done. And now we have quite a long deliberation here. This went on for some time.
On the line. Like I don't see it like crossing over the line, but it's like I cannot see it like 100%.
I really don't know. It's hard because the grass is also in the way.
This is great camera work. So we had a PDGA marshal, actually the PDGA Europe director, Matej Vero, was here on site, and he had to make the call eventually because they weren't able to make a decision. And he gave her the benefit of the doubt and ruled it in. Well, I
like this rule.
They sort of ruled it. They I guess it's a long story, but they were having a really hard time making a decision. The rule goes that they have to make a decision as a card, and if it's 2-2, then they can defer to the marshal. But they never really said.
Oh no!
Yeah, unfortunate. That was kind of a weird one. Looked like it was in, kind of like back nub, like the back of the disc caught the nubs and it flipped out or something. So instead of an eagle, she'll have to settle for a par. Kind of a deflating.
But again, she went aggressive on the eagle bid.
Yeah.
She could have just lay up and take the birdie easy way. It's nice.
No, I feel like she's going to entertain us for years in the future. This is the birth of a potential superstar here in the Czech Republic, and she has some good company too, as we saw yesterday.
And just like that, we are done. Let's check Kristin in the lead. Anneli, Silva, 3 down, 4 down. Pretty cool. It's getting tight. 6 down through 13 for Annick, and also good move. Ida Emilinese.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a good day, bro. What?
For sure, for sure.
I can't wait for the back nine.
We got action, moving day. The tournament's halfway done on the FPO side. We got 27 more really exciting holes to take place. Make sure you check out the Patreon and help support what we're doing. Really excited the season's kicking back off, and I'm so happy to be in the booth with you, man.
Bro, we are going to do this the entire season. That's going to be perfect. I'm super happy. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the back nine.